how many millions of years did it take you to fix this damn red ring of death? How many times have your system had a red ring of death, son?
3 or 4 times. I lost count after a while.
You was telling me one of our friends, who was it, Thel or John? One of them had to take this joint back 4 or 6 times.
Oh, yeah, that'll be John.
John?
Yes.
Yo, how on earth? And now they saying,
And they're way worse too. Way worse. Way worse.
and they like saying the red ring of death is finally fixed now. Now, don't think your red ring of death is fixed on your current console. No, this is like probably the newer consoles that's gonna be shipped out in a few months from now.
Yeah, who knows when they're gonna drop it? We heard that before.
Yeah, so
we
not
heard
impressed.
that with with the premiums and stuff. We heard that about the elites, aka the Zephyrs, before they came out and stuff. We heard about the Falcon chips, all about the blah 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 blah. We heard a million times.
We're not impressed. We're not impressed. Microsoft, we're not impressed. I want to let you guys know we're not impressed with this, all right? Because you want to hear something funny, and I'm not making this up. Yesterday, I turned on my Xbox 360, and 3 rings popped up.
3 of them.
3 rings popped up, and this is after I sent this console back to Microsoft. They extended my warranty for 3 years or 2 years for the red ring of death.
Only for that, even though there
Nothing
are other
else.
problems, but we won't get into that just yet.
Nothing else but the red ring of death. And I was like, okay, great. It happened again when I turned it on, and I said I was playing Mirror's. No, I was playing Skate 2. And I was about to put in Mirror's Edge. Console cut off. 3 rings popped up.
Just
I
'cause.
said, oh my. I said, you know what?
Congratulations, you won the lotto.
Thank you. I'm like, okay, you know what? We do raw gameplay. We need these consoles. All right. So I said, I cannot afford to send this back to Microsoft and wait for 2 weeks. Okay. We got your joint. But then I called a couple of the local places that fix them. Dudes want $100, $150 to fix it. I'm like, this is preposterous. And I used a big word on raw gameplay.
You're gonna have to either pay with time away from your consoles, which nobody
No true gamer
really wants to do. We're going like a week, 2 weeks to a month. That's poppycock.
That's the first time I ever heard that. But it justifies that right now.
You know, or you gotta pay a buck and change. That's like, you can buy yourself a used system for that.
Yeah, I'm saying Xbox 360 without a hard drive is $199. These dudes are charging me $100. I might as well put an extra $100 and pop my hard drive off of this one and put on a new one. You know what I mean?
And you'd bring that home. I got the 3 red lights too.
Or you can do the inevitable. You can do the backup plan by buying, and this is
Another
ridiculous.
one.
Buying a backup Xbox 360 in case this is ridiculous. Microsoft, man, y'all need to do better than this, man, because your gamers are really upset. But you know what Microsoft is saying? We don't care. Y'all buying my systems anyway.
They got the money. They got a year out before everybody else.
Moving on.
They got the jump.
Now, speaking about Microsoft, since we're on the topic still, a couple of people, especially Engadget, which I'm beginning to really hate Engadget as much as I'm beginning to hate GameStop.
Okay.
I think I'm beginning because once upon a time Engadget tried to sue me, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
That's another story.
I have the paperwork stating that Engadget sent me a cease and desist letter because Engadget I registered their name. That's your fault. That's not my fault.
He's trying to be a businessman.
Register your name then. If you really want the name, register it. But we ain't gonna get into that, right? But I saw this story on Engadget.com. Well, not even on Engadget. It's all over the website. Google. There's a red Xbox 360 coming out.
Oh yeah.
It's a Resident Evil version.
Resident Evil version.
Jeez, I mean, come on, Microsoft. Y'all could do much better than that. And you know what? People are flocking. Oh my God, a red Xbox 360? Let's have now you have the red Xbox 360 to match the red
lights.
ring of death.
So you probably won't even see the lights.
You probably be like, wait a minute, now everything is red. That's great. Now you put your joint in and nothing happens. Yeah, thanks, Microsoft. You did us a great favor because we're all rich and we can afford to buy more and more Xbox 360s. Technical support, man. All right, I'll let you talk now because I've been talking too much now. I'm a little vexed. I'm gonna bring it down. Let's bring it down
a little bit. All right, cool.
Okay. Okay.
Who cares, really? To be honest.
I mean, you know what? It's something. Like there's. You know what I would say? No matter what, there's always somebody out there that's gonna run out and buy these people's products without even thinking twice. They'll just run out and buy, but like, oh my god, a red Xbox 360. I'm gonna go get it because I have to because it's red, and or a Super Famicom controller. I'm gonna have to get it because it's classic.
Yeah.
And then you're stuck with nothing.
Come on, they probably got the old Super Nintendo controllers in the basement, in the closet somewhere, on top of underneath a whole bunch of junk. But
while you're at it, why don't you just go get the keypad for the Xbox 360 controller, huh? Or why don't you get the keypad for the PlayStation 3 controller, huh?
you have more uses for it.
Son, do you notice this episode is almost done? We got 3 more minutes left over. We haven't really went in with Street Fighter, except for when you had your problem.
Yeah.
Can I say something to these people out here?
Go ahead.
These loyal fans of Raw Gameplay?
Go ahead.
I know a lot of y'all been sitting up there on Xbox waiting for me to come online. And a lot of people sent me mail saying, what, you scared? I haven't seen you online for about a week or two. That's why I went out and bought this book right here. Because I was a little scared. Because dudes had more practice. When we first was playing in Game Champ, we was doing stupid crap.
Yeah, well, because the game just came out. Dudes ain't really get a chance to get in and practice because you use the same moves, but the physics are a bit different.
It's a little different.
You gotta get used to it.
We was using, out of 100% of the game, we was probably using about 20% of everything.
Yeah, if that much.
I went to Stop. And I saw this one dude behind the counter. He had the tournament edition stick. This dude, watching him play, got me scared. I was like, oh, snap, I need to up my game. Dude was doing you can just stop. You stop. And
there's a lot of move cancellations.
You punch him, and he'll like do something and smack your move away.
Yeah.
I said, I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. But you know what? I have no problem losing because all it does is makes me stronger. It makes me angry. It makes the fire burn.
It makes the fire burn
a lot more. It makes me a more ruthless and heartless player online because I'll be quick to cheese now. Before, when I get with a certain character, I'm not used to them. I have still the honor system in there. But once I get cheesed enough and get my oats sowed online, then it's a different story.
We only got 1 minute of this show episode.
For E Honda.
He's playing with E Honda now. I got the book now. It cost me $19.99, but you know what? It was worth it.
Running back and kicking and stuff. But
we got 1 more minute left over.
Back to that.
I would personally, me and Corey would personally like to thank everybody on YouTube, everybody who visits rawgameplay.com. Since we've put out the Street Fighter 4 episode, we have not went below 1,000 views a day.
A lot of people love
1,000 and better, 1,500, 1,200 views per day. This is wonderful.
This is great.
You make us get up in the morning and say, we got to do another episode.
We love
everybody.
We gotta keep bringing this to charge energy, man.
That's right. So to wrap this up, I'm your host, Michael C. Hurdle, Xbox 360 gamer tag, Avix Studio, and PlayStation ID, Avix Studio, all one word.
And I'm Corey Ashley, Xbox 360 gamer tag, Neo Supreme, and PlayStation ID, Supreme
in reverse. All right, thank you. Like I said, Raw Gameplay is a weekly podcast of two regular guys playing video games. We probably went over a little bit, but you know what? It's worth it.
It's okay.
We will talk to you guys next week. Catch us online. We are always online. And don't worry, I'll be back for you guys online for the Street Fighter after I read the book in full.
See you all later.
Next week, bro.